Well, it really started upping my vitamin and supplement intake, and actually I feel pretty damn good. I just want to pass this on. I was taking a lot of stuff before. I was always taking 3 of these a day, all the time. That's always been. It's also always been taking vitamin C. I backed down on this stuff to about 20,000 units in milligrams of vitamin C, but this also has 1,000, so it's like 21,000 plus whatever you get in food, right? So it's more than 20,000. But I upped this. Instead of taking a daily dose of 3 tablets that you're supposed to take, I took 4. And instead of taking 2 of these trace minerals, I take 4. But I also added, and you know, the one thing that might really be the big deal that is this. So I took this stuff. I used to take 1 of these once in a while. Man, if you take a few of them, like you're not really, one of them is not enough. You know, the dosage on this is like varied depending on who you think of, but you know, who you listen to. But you know, like in Chinese medicine, they don't take just the 1 capsule. Basically, they take a lot more of that. But that stuff's pretty damn safe. Astragalus root, I've been taking that. I keep that on the nightstand and at night. Also with the vitamin C, and also on the nightstand I'll have NAC, N-acetylcysteine, which is a protein, 5-HTTP, which is another protein, zinc, magnesium, saw palmetto, and I don't know, there's a couple other things on there. So like I'll take them in the middle of the night too. But then I started taking CoQ10 with the acetyl L-carnitine alpha lipoic acid combination, with the CoQ10, you know, it has the cinnamon in it, and also the biotin. That helps synthesize and burn up the carbohydrates and raise your ATP. And actually I've been getting a lot more stuff done, which is really cool. I've also been taking this sometimes too. I mean, I'm taking every damn thing. The kelp with the iodine, which also could be the bladderwrack, has the iodine also, and that's a type of seaweed that's found around Ireland, matter of fact. I'll take the vitamin D along with the K2. Now vitamin D and K2 work together, and also take the magnesium, which I mentioned was on the nightstand. Now I'm still taking the carbon C60 every day, quite a bit of it, and sometimes I'll take some of this. But I've been taking, and also I got a lot of this on supply. This is a very good herb, natural alfalfa. I've been taking a lot more supplements. Just there might have been like a missing link, you know. Despite me taking a lot of different supplements, there might have been one stupid thing that's missing, and that's really the whole problem with this stuff. I mean, medicine should be an analysis of like your hair or your fingernails or something, and a deep analysis of blood tissue, of tissue in your body, to see exactly what it's absorbing in your body. Sometimes even when they measure how much of a vitamin like B12 is in the body, maybe that's not what's absorbed. You know, it's you know, like they measure it in the blood, I meant to say. You know, in the blood. Now, this supplement here, Nature's Way Alive, is pretty damn complete. The only thing it's a little low on is magnesium. And so I take that separately. And like I said, like on the nightstand, I'll have, magnesium, zinc, selenium, NAC, and also, what the hell was it? 5-HTP, saw palmetto, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. Oh yeah, hyaluronic acid. So I'll take some of that stuff at night. So like I'm like kind of getting this stuff 24 hours a day. And a lot of times, like some of these pills I'll chew. You know, the biotin and the CoQ10. Do not chew alpha lipoic acid. You will choke your butt off. Man, that stuff, I made a mistake of doing that one time, and I learned my lesson. And once in a while I did that, and I said, don't ever chew that stuff. Anything with alpha lipoic acid in it, man, you'll be like, ah! Just let that stuff absorb in your tummy like it should. I don't know what else I've been taking. I've been taking pretty much, you know, the whole 9 yards, man. And, you know, it's like, oh yeah, MSM. This is like a type of sulfur. I've been popping some of these too. And, but you know, it's not like, it's not like any of this stuff is bad for you. None of it is bad for you. It's like, you know, most of this stuff is like a souped up, oh yeah, boron. I've been taking some of that too. I've been like leaving these up here on this shelf so I know where the hell they are. Plus, I put some, like I said, I put some on the nightstand, you know, in the bedroom, near the bathroom. So, like, you know, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll take a few of those, and I'll keep my Cooter's cup here. Oh yeah, the other thing is, I always been drinking, I don't know, Cooter's Garage. I like this little sippy cup, keeps it cold. I put some of the Doc Willard water in, you know, the water in here, the cold water. So when I'm taking the supplements, see this stuff, it's not a supplement. Well, actually this has some trace minerals in it, but the actual Willard water itself is a catalyst, and they're not really sure how it works, but it's been out for a number of decades. It helps the nutrients absorb. So I've been taking this stuff too. I've actually, not straight, you put it, you know, like an ounce or two in like that big thing of water with that Cooter's Garage sippy cup, whatever, what the hell you call that, travel cup, and I keep that in around, you know, at night. So where the vitamins are in the nightstand, you know, to down them, I'll have, you know, a solution with some of this Willard water in it. So what I'm figuring is your body repairs itself at night, okay? So, you know, and your digestive system's working, all that stuff, and you're going to sleep pretty much on an empty stomach. And when you're taking just like, you know, I'm not taking like loads of B vitamins because they'll keep you awake. I'm taking like proteins and concentrated herbs, basically, a lot of that stuff. But then I'm taking it with the Willard water. You know, not straight Willard water. You put, the way you do is you mix a couple ounces of this stuff. This is darker because it has the trace minerals in it too. And I have it in this cup. You know, I drink out of that. You know, Cooter's Garage. And you know, I think it's also helping with the absorption rate of this stuff. That's what it's supposed to do. That's why even that Willard water works pretty damn good by itself, because whatever nutrients you take in, they get better absorbed. But I start taking more stuff, I says, man, I'm getting more stuff done. But the problem is there's only 24 hours in a day, and I can only get so much stuff done. I'm running out of time because not everything I'm doing, I'm videoing, you know. And but I wanted to pass this on. You know, this is one of the most important cost-effective things you can do. A lot of times people say, "Yeah, vitamins, a waste of money. You just get that for your food." I don't know. You know, if you got more energy and you feel better, and you know, you're more alert, you're mentally more alert, you know how to approach a problem a lot faster, you're coming up with better ideas as they say up in New Jersey, and you know, you're just more full of life. Well, you know, say your productivity goes up 20% overall, you know, whatever the hell you're doing, whether it's you're mowing a lawn or trimming trees, even, for crying out loud, on your own property. Well, for crying out loud, is that making that worth it? Yeah, sure is. Sure is. Plus, besides the way you feel. So, and also, you know, what I do is often I'll take I got a big bag of these mixed type of, I don't know, there are all kinds of different vegetables in them. And I take the coconut oil, which is this thing, and I'll put the Creole hot seasoning on it, garlic, oregano, turmeric, kosher sea salt with iodine, and the peppers, all the various kinds of peppers, and I don't know, I think I said garlic powder, rosemary, and man, I swear to God, that stuff is pretty damn good. And actually, if I get thirsty, most of the time, I'll drink a V8. They got the low potassium ones, so I don't know, man. And also, I'm going to tell you, this stuff here, I don't take this all the time, but this stuff will wake you up. It's just a protein. I don't know what the hell is, I forgot what the hell is exactly how that works again. Because all this stuff I read, I learn a lot of stuff, and I don't retain everything I learn. You know, if I learned it years ago, I might not remember everything. I know this thing wakes you up, this L-tyrosine, it's a protein. Actually, they're experimenting with in the military. Once in a while I'll take that. But I've noticed that I never took enough of this ginkgo biloba before, and I don't know. I took a few of these, and that seemed to really work. And you know, along with the astragalus root and all that, and all the others, I don't know what's really working. It's like you could have one missing link. One missing link. That's the problem. But you know, all this stuff, you know what the death rate of vitamin supplements are? 0. Now, I know there's certain vitamins out there you got to watch out for, like vitamin A. You know, you don't want to take a gazillion tons of that stuff unless it's the carnitine from carrots. You won't overdose on that. Vitamin D, you want to make sure if you take a lot of it, you want to make sure you take it with K2 and also magnesium, because magnesium, if you got low magnesium levels, the vitamin D levels will never go up. Also, like kelp and selenium, they work together too. So that's why sometimes you could be taking something, you're thinking, oh, it's going to do this and that, but it's got to all work together synergistically, you know. So anyway, well, that's cool. I just figured I'd pass this on, man. I was kind of like, I used to when I was really working out a lot back when I was 10 years ago in my 50s. Man, I was like slim as crap. You could probably see on my earlier videos I was slimmer, but I was skinnier than that, big time. I was like almost anorexic, and I wasn't anorexic, but I know my ribs were showing, you know. And some people said I was anorexic, but I wasn't. But the thing is, that was from working out 3 hours a day. But I remember I was taking loads of this stuff. Now, I'm not sure. I know this stuff, this combination of stuff here, I put out another video, acetyl L-carnitine CoQ10, and you also want to take biotin. That does help synthesize the carbohydrates, raise your ATP, and give you energy levels to burn fat. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. But when you add all that stuff up together, man, I remember I used to take more vitamins than I've been taking the last few years, even though I've taken quite a few vitamins. I remember I was really, really doing a lot more, and I started doing a really lot more a couple of weeks ago. I mean, a lot more. I mean, it's not like vitamins. It's usually like, you know, bladder rack, you know, this is seaweed or something. These are proteins. This is bitter melon. You know, this is a, you know, boron is just a mineral, right? Saw palmetto is a plant, right? Kelp, milk thistle is a plant. So, and actually when you add that up with the carbon C60, baby, it's pretty, I mean, it's not like one thing's a miracle. That's a fact. I don't know if you want to try this stuff. I personally, you know, I don't know if Walmart's totally bad. Sometimes they get Spring Valley, but very rarely. I usually go to this place, Puritan Pride, but you know, some people, but they've been around a long time. Swanson Vitamins or Puritan Pride. But watch the big box stores, because the FDA did check. I don't even want to mention them anymore. I put a video out there. The FDA did check, and I mean, I'm not a fan of the FDA, but they checked some of the vitamins and supplements in some of the big box stores, and they were full of like rice powder and stuff. They didn't even contain hardly any of what the hell they said on there. You know, I mean, not so much the vitamins, but usually the minerals. I mean, or the plant things like saw palmetto or echinacea root or something like that. Usually, those are the ones they really were selling. And you know, maybe the initial shipment came in, it was good. And, you know, then when they start getting in the repeat orders, the big box stores don't test the stuff. Like the vitamin places, like I know this place, Puritan, they test their stuff. They test the lots and stuff. Because if they start finding out, if they screwed up and they got fake stuff in and the public found out about it, they'd be out of business. That's their whole thing. You know, these places that sell vitamins as part of, you know, 1/10 of 1% of their business, and probably not even that. Well, you know, they're not going to be too worried about it too much. You know what I mean? So be careful on that, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. No. The most bang for the buck is the vitamin C, probably that Nature's Way Alive multivitamin, and you got to really take the trace minerals. But I found out when I was taking all this stuff and taking stuff at night along with the Willard water mixture, ooh, baby, holy smokes. Feel pretty damn good. More like I was 10 years ago, at least.